Cool. Hi, we're Team 7, and we'll be presenting on our product today, UV aviators. Today in our presentation, we're going to be going over information about the product, including concept overview, problem space, hypothesis, and assumptions, then heading into project feasibility studies, including market, financial, technical, and organizational. And then last, we'll be talking about the future, including competitor insights and future strategy. Okay, so here's some information about our product. The problem facing consumers is that UV light and solar radiation cause both short-term and long-term damage to eyes, vision, and general exposure, including to your skin. It has the potential to age all structures in your eye, and prolonged exposure makes it worse. In addition, all damage is irreversible, so there's no way of turning back.
So for our target consumer, we're aiming to target a consumer base that is highly outdoorsy. So someone who is active, someone who enjoys being outside, maybe DIYers, athletes, and generally people who are health conscious and want to track their UV exposure. Moving on to the next slide. So our hypothesis, like I mentioned before, we're aiming to target mostly outdoorsy people and people who are concerned about long-term exposure to UV light. So as a result, they would be interested in something that would help them track UV light exposure easily and conveniently, and aren't necessarily relying on like generic weather apps and forecasts that tends to be for a large geographical area. The users of this would want to have something providing them real-time information to minimize the impact that UV light exposure could have on their eyes and skin. And so doing so, they would want to use a connected app and service to this product.
So, with our assumptions moving forward, we assume that first, there exist people deeply concerned about their health who want to track every possible detail on a situational level in real time. Secondly, that people will be able to use the UV light information to make changes to their situation in the moment in order to reduce their exposure. And lastly, that people are willing to spend extra money to have additional high-tech features on otherwise standard or basic items. And so with these assumptions in place, we will be able to justify our product creation. Next slide. So after receiving feedback on milestone one, our group decided to pivot to targeted company to produce this new product from Ray-Ban to Oakley. While Ray-Ban has a well-respected brand that features high-quality, timeless luxury sunglasses, they are seen more as a brand oriented towards ordinary people. But our product is better suited for the avid outdoor enthusiast and the extreme sunglass buyers. Oakley is known for their high quality sunglasses that are durable and rugged for high intensity activities. So consumers who choose to purchase Oakley sunglasses instead of Ray-Ban sunglasses are the people who will be more interested in the ability to better track UV light exposure on a personal level. So this is why we decided that Oakley is a better fit for our product. Next slide. And again, for those who don't know, Oakley is an innovator driven designer, manufacturer, and distributor of high performance eyewear, including sunglasses and goggles. Being best known for its sunglasses, Oakley's desire to continue evaluating its products with innovative cutting edge technology is vital to the company's growth by being able to provide high quality, durable, and safe products in a sustainable manner. Next slide. So here we can see this Oakley ad for its Garage Rock sunglasses, which are designed for UV protection. They say, think of these as SPF 1000 for your eyes in the ad, which would directly correlate with our product, adding to Oakley's extensive product line.
Now we're going to talk about the feasibility of the product, focusing on 4 key areas: market, financial, technical, and organizational, in order to ensure that we have proposed a viable product. So the numbers we see here were estimated with the average price of our product, $250, and it was multiplied by the number of customers we envision. We began with an overarching view of the USA sunglasses market in 2022, which was about $4.34 billion, as we're only focused on selling domestically right now. We boiled this number further down to get the total addressable market, which is the maximum size of the opportunity for this product. Then we found the service addressable market, which is the total revenue, which further takes into account the limitations of selling the product. And we finally were able to land on the service obtainable market, which is just our specific product segment that Oakley can capture. So our final estimate is just under $47 million of revenue with about 188,000 units sold, which tells us that there is enough demand to make this new product line successful. And then continuing to look at the numbers, beyond revenue, we needed to consider costs of production. As you can see on the slide, the variable cost of manufacturing each pair of the UV aviators is broken down into sensor, transmitter, and frame. The overall fixed cost includes additional R&D and software development Oakley may need to invest upfront or even additional factory space needed. It was divided by units to show the per unit cost so that we can more accurately picture the profit per unit, which is at just over $188. Based on these numbers, once again, we can tell that our venture is financially possible.
Okay, so in terms of technical feasibility of our product, there's a number of existing smart wearable glasses on the market. These include Google Glass, which is a wearable voice and motion controlled Android device that looks like a pair of glasses and displays information directly in the user's field of vision. There's also Ray-Ban Stories smart glasses, which is their latest form of wearable tech. And they're a combination of eyewear and sunglasses, and they have the ability to take pictures and display or show audio. And then lastly, we have the Bose frames, which are able to play music for you in the form of like a sunglasses application. And so we think in addition to this, Oakley has their partnership with Intel to make Radar Pace, which is a form of glasses, and they have app-enabled and Bluetooth capabilities already, which would be a great application directly for ours, as we intend on having a sunlight detector within the sunglasses and then having this connected to an app that allows you to change the electrochromic of the sunglasses, adjusting it, and also informing you of how much UV ray you've been exposed to.
And the last part of the feasibility study is checking the organization of the business and see if it can support the new product. As we have heard, Oakley is a really well-established sunglasses manufacturer, and they already have delivery channels, marketing teams, and just general infrastructure to deal with adding a new product line. They might have to expand their software development team to handle the personalized recommendations as well as changing the tint on the glasses. But there are no major problems kind of along this entire process when looking at the BMC. So kind of based on this case and the 3 previous feasibility studies, UV Aviators has a working business model, and when paired to the right channels, pricing model, and outreach, production of these new Oakley sunglasses is feasible.
So as for the future of our product, we looked into some of the competition and developed a general long-term strategy. So some of the existing competition, UV protection sunglasses market in general, there are UV protection products across almost all existing sunglasses brands in the market. And we provide high-tech features like in-app UV radiation tracking and shade adjusting to set this product apart and reach the customers who want more. And Ampere's Dusk product line specifically, these are the most similar existing product on the market, and they do provide app-enabled tint changing, but Ampere is a technology accessory and gadget company and is far smaller than Oakley and reaches a different target customer. And then as for our long-term strategy, Because our product is a long-term or one-time purchase, we can't depend on consistent revenue growth from the US market. Eventually, our venture will have to pivot to a more cost-friendly solution for people who can't afford these more luxury and innovative glasses. So another strategy that we'll consider to generate more revenue beyond just expanding to a global market of highly active people is to invest into the application side of the technology. So a freemium business strategy could be adopted later down the road as the application and its data analytics grow in order to keep the consumers engaged and consistently spending. And these strategies should help our product line last and remain profitable. Thank you.